Welcome back. This is episode number 30. We were dealing with Rule 98 of Order 21. I have read out Rule 98 once. Again, we will go through it along with Section 74. What is Section 74? 74 also we will read along with it. 74. Where the court is satisfied that the holder of a decree for possession of immovable property or that the purchaser of immovable property, two categories of persons mentioned. Holder of a decree for possession. That means he has obtained a decree for recovery of possession, decree for a decree on the basis of title, decree for declaration and recovery of possession, decree for redemption and recovery of possession, decree for specific performance of contract and delivery, and partition, final decree for partition. Holder of a decree for possession, partition may not come under that. Holder of a decree for possession of immovable property, or that the purchaser of immovable property is sold in execution of a decree. Two categories of persons. One, an auction purchaser. The other is a person who has obtained a decree for possession. Then delivery is attempted. He is resisted or obstructed in obtaining possession of the property. By whom? By the judgment or some person on his behalf. And that obstruction was without any just cause. The court may, at the instance of the decree holder or purchaser, decree holder who has obtained decree for possession, or purchaser in a court auction sale, which is a decree not for possession but for some other relief, order the judgment or such other person to be detained in civil prison for a term which may extend to 30 days and may further direct that the decree holder or purchaser be put into possession of the property. So in an auction, purchaser has to get delivery. He is obstructed and by a person who is bound by the decree, and that obstruction or resistance was without any just cause. Then he can be removed and he can be put in prison for a period not exceeding 30 days and the delivery can be effected. Now see sub-rule 2 of Rule 98, where upon such determination the court is satisfied that the resistance or obstruction was occasioned without any just cause. For what? Where the 97 says that where the holder of a decree for possession of immovable property or the purchaser of such property. Two categories of persons. One is that he has obtained a decree for possession. Two, he is an auction purchaser who has to get delivery. These two categories are covered by Section 74 also. Here also it is covered. And when upon adjudication under Rule 101, the court will pass an order. And upon determination, the court is satisfied that the resistance or obstruction was without just cause. Same thing as in 74. By whom? By the judgmentor or some other person at his instigation or on his behalf, or by any transferee where the transfer was made during the pendency of the suit or execution proceeding. He shall direct the applicant, the court shall direct the applicant to put into possession of the property. And when it is still resisted, by putting the obstructor in prison, civil prison, for a term not exceeding 30 days. And delivery can be effected. 74 also empowers it. So this is the procedure after adjudication under Rule 101. So we have seen one set where 97, 98, 97 decision, 101 in the manner provided in 101, and a final order under 98. These are the three connected provisions. 97, manner of the questions to be determined, 101, final order, 98. Now we will see another situation. 99. Dispossession by decree holder or purchaser. Where any person other than those mentioned in 98 is dispossessed. Other than the judgmentator is dispossessed of immovable property by the holder of a decree for possession of such property, or where such property has been sold in execution of a decree by the purchaser thereof, he may make an application to the court complaining of such dispossession. 97 deals with a case where there is an obstruction and the person who has to get possession of the property, either the decree holder who has obtained a decree for possession or an auction purchaser, he has to, either way he has to get possession. Both these cases he has to get possession. And when possession is attempted to be delivered, he is obstructed. Then he can complain of such resistance or obstruction. Under 97, court will adjudicate it under 101 and pass a final order under Rule 98. Here that stage is over. It was delivered. I will give an example. A has obtained a decree for possession against B. In execution of that decree, C, who is a stranger, who is not bound by the decree and who has independent title, he is dispossessed. What is the remedy of C? C can make an application under Rule 99. Or A obtained a money decree against B. The property of B was sold in court auction. It was purchased by C in court auction. C has to get delivery. And when delivery is attempted, a delivery was made, but D, a stranger, claims that he is the title holder. He complains of such dispossession. What is his remedy? His remedy is to file an application under Rule 99. Then we will read. Where any person other than the judgmentator is dispossessed of immovable property by the decree holder of a decree for possession of such property, or where such property has been sold in execution of a decree by the purchaser thereof, he may make an application to the court complaining of such dispossession. Who may make? The person who was dispossessed. So a stranger is dispossessed. He can make an application complaining of such dispossession to the court. Then what is the procedure? When such application is made, the court shall proceed to adjudicate upon the application in accordance with the provisions herein contained. So, an adjudication has to be effected. In what manner? In the application, proceed to adjudicate upon the application in accordance with the provisions herein contained. That is Rule 101. We have seen all questions arising between the parties to a proceeding in an application under Rule 97 or 99. Here it is 99. Then, and relevant to the adjudication shall be determined by the court executing the decree and not by a separate suit. And notwithstanding anything contained in any other law, that court will have jurisdiction to decide that question in the proceeding, execution proceeding. So here a person, a stranger not bound by the decree, he is dispossessed. The person who was dispossessed can make an application to the court complaining of such dispossession. That comes under Rule 99. Either in execution of a decree for possession or by an auction purchaser to get possession, delivery proceedings are initiated. In either way, then the dispossession is complained of, then it shall be decided in the manner provided. That manner provided is Rule 101. And then it comes to Rule 100. Order to be passed upon application complaining of dispossession. Upon the determination of the questions referred to in Rule 101. See, right title and interest, everything, notwithstanding anything contained in any other law, it will be decided here. The court shall, in accordance with such determination, two contingencies. 1. Make an order allowing the application and directing that the applicant be put into possession of the property or dismissing the application. B. Pass such order as in the circumstance of the case it may deem fit. So when an application is made under Rule 99 by a stranger alleging that he was dispossessed, that will be determined in the manner provided in Rule 101, and the court will pass a final order under Rule 100. Allow the application and direct the applicant to be put in possession of the property. So, in the example given, money decree A, B, C, D. D is dispossessed. B is the judgmentor. C is the auction purchaser. A is the decree holder. D is dispossessed. He complains to the court under Rule 99. The court will pass an order allowing the application after adjudication in the manner provided in Rule 101. Then if that application is allowed, direct that the applicant, that is D, to be put in possession of the property. So he will get back possession. He need not file a separate suit. He can, of course, file a separate suit. That is, there is no bar. But he can approach the executing court itself and get the relief, provided the court adjudicates the right title and interest in the property, all the questions arising between the parties, including the right title and interest. And a final decision will be rendered, and if that application is allowed, the stranger who was dispossessed will be put back in possession of the property, or the application can be dismissed. Then that means that is an end of the matter. Or pass such order as in the circumstance of the case it may deem fit. Any incidental order can be passed. Now this is the scheme. Complaining of the person who has to get possession. Two categories of persons. Decree holder, in whose favor a decree for possession has been passed. Or 2. The auction purchaser. Either of these categories of persons has to get possession. Who is to give possession or who is to be dispossessed? The judgmentor. B. Third party obstructs, and the person who has to get possession can complain to the court alleging such resistance or obstruction. Their delivery has not taken effect. It is before delivery. That will be adjudicated upon as provided in Rule 101, and an order will be passed under Rule 98. Take a case where in the same instance delivery was made and a third party was dispossessed. What is the right of that third party? He may file an application under Rule 99. Same manner as provided in Rule 101, the question of title, including everything, all right title and interest will be decided as provided in Rule 101, and the court will pass a final order under Rule 100. Rule 100. So these are the two proceedings. 1. Obstruction and delivery not effected due to obstruction. 2. No obstruction but a third party was dispossessed and the third party complains of such dispossession. Second category, Rule 99. Adjudication under Rule 101, final order under Rule 100. So 97, 101, 98. 99, 101, order section Rule 100. This is the manner in which we have to understand it. So it is very clear. When an application is made under Rule 97 complaining of dispossession, it will be adjudicated as provided in Rule 101 and a final order will be passed under Rule 98. Dispossession took effect and the third party who was dispossessed complains of such dispossession. Adjudication under Rule 101, final order under Rule 100. In the case of resistance without any just cause and the court allows the application under Rule 97, obstruction will be removed. Rule 99, when the court finds that the dispossession of the third party was without just cause, or in the sense that the third party has title to the property, then the application will be allowed under Rule 99. Rule 99 application will be allowed and an order will be passed under Rule 100 which will by which the property will be delivered back to the person who was dispossessed. I think the position is very clear. Now we go to Rule 103. Where any application has been adjudicated upon under Rule 98 or Rule 100. Now it is clear. Rule 98, a final order in respect of an application under Rule 97. Order under Rule 100 in respect of an application complaining of dispossession under Rule 99. So where any application has been adjudicated upon under Rule 98 or 100, either allowed or disallowed, the order made thereon shall have the same force and be subject to the same conditions as to an appeal or otherwise, as if it were a decree. It is not a decree as such, because it is execution proceedings, not a suit or not an original proceeding. It is execution proceeding. But a third party's claim has been adjudicated upon for the first time. He is not a party to the proceeding. Going by scheme of CPC, whenever such third party's rights are determined, an appeal is provided. So here an appeal, not an appeal under Rule 104, Section 104 read with Order 43 Rule 1. It has been, that order has been given the status of a decree. That means whenever there is a decree, it is appealable. And that appeal will be nomenclature according to the nomenclature, execution first appeal, execution second appeal, like that. So it is appealable. Who is aggrieved? An application under Rule 97 is filed, complaining of obstruction. The application is allowed, then the obstruction will be removed. Who is aggrieved? That person who obstructed, third party. He may appeal. Or the application is dismissed. Whose application? The application for whom? The application made by the person who has to get possession. That is dismissed. Then he may appeal. So either party who is defeated may file an appeal because the order which is passed under Rule 98 or Rule 100 dealing with these situations under Rule 97 and 99 is raised to the status of a decree, though it is really an order. All the questions arising between the parties, including the question regarding right, title and interest, shall be determined in the same proceeding. Rule 104. Order under Rule 101 or Rule 103 to be subject to the result of a pending suit. Rule 101, Rule 103. Every order made under Rule 101 or 103 shall be subject to the result of any suit that may be pending on the date of commencement of the proceeding in which such order is made. If in such suit the party against whom the order under Rule 101 or 103 is made has sought to establish a right which he claims to the present possession of the property, a pending suit is saved. An application is made under Rule 97, it is adjudicated upon either way, then that is final, no separate suit. Rule 99 application complaining of dispossession, decision is made either way, no separate suit to set aside. The aggrieved party can file an appeal because the order is treated as a decree. But every order made shall be subject to the result of any suit that may be pending on the date of commencement of the proceedings. So a pre-existing suit. So any order passed will be subject to that result of the suit. Subject to the result of any suit. Now this is the scheme. What was the position before 1976? What was the position before 1976? Before 1976, the adjudication was on the question as to the present right to possess the property. And an order will be passed. That order can be challenged in a suit under Rule 103. We have seen under Rule 58 of Order 21. Now it is treated as a decree and an appeal therefore naturally can be filed. Before 1976 amendment, the defeated party under Rule 58 could file a suit under Rule 63. Now that Rule 63 is repealed. The procedure is different. Therefore, it is instead of two-tier litigation, it is a single-tier litigation. Here also, same thing. Here, an application complaining of resistance or an application by a person dispossessed, whatever it is, was being determined under the relevant provisions then in existence, and the questions to be determined were with respect to the right to immediate possession of the property, present possession of the property, and on the basis of that the application was to be determined, and the aggrieved party can have a regular suit. So one proceeding here, then a regular suit. Regular suit is filed and a stay is obtained, execution will be kept pending. Regular suit is filed and execution proceeds. Then after the suit, restitution, putting back the parties to the same possession. Anyhow, proceedings after proceedings will be the result. So the execution will not end. It goes on, and say long delay, waste of judicial time, parties will be put to so much of untold misery, expenditure, all those things will be the result. Now that is sought to be avoided by the 1976 amendment, empowering the court, notwithstanding anything contained in any other law for the time being in force, to determine all these questions in the execution proceeding itself and not by a separate suit, and the decision will be treated as a decree. By this process, whenever a party whose resistance is sought to be removed and to whom notice has been issued appears before court and that matter is adjudicated upon, or a person complains of such dispossession and he approaches the court and the questions which are to be determined under Rule 101 are decided, adjudicated upon, then that order will be final, conclusive, and thereafter no suit will lie. Rule 103 then in existence was the rule under which a suit could be filed. Now that is a. Then there is another area. We have seen Rule 97 on a plain reading of it. Who can make an application? The person who has obtained a decree for possession, one, or an auction purchaser who has to get possession. Either of this category. And when delivery is attempted, a third party obstructs. Complaining of such obstruction, an application is filed by the person who has to get possession. Adjudication. Order will be passed. Can the third party approach the court and seek an adjudication under 97 before delivery? The Kerala High Court held he cannot. The expression used was that anticipatory obstruction petition cannot be filed by the stranger. He has to wait till delivery is effected and then he can apply under Rule 99 where the adjudication will take place. By the time he will lose the property, lose possession of the property, then fighting and fighting. On the other hand, if this process can be done even before dispossession is made, there are very clever persons, very clever and experienced advocate clerks also will be there. Not now, but earlier it was there. What will they do? So, whenever delivery is attempted, Amin goes there. Obstruction is made by a stranger. Amin reports the matter before court. Nothing need be done. Wait for some time. After 30 days, make an application for fresh warrant. Again, Amin will be appointed. Amin goes to the property and sees that the property is delivered at a time when the third party is not available on the spot. So many things are there. On the practical side of it, so many ways and means are there. I am not saying all those things because that is a system. So many pitfalls are there. So many loopholes are there. And then disposes. Then he has to come. Instead, whenever this threat is there, see, for example, you have to get possession of the property by delivery. I am a third party. I am not aware of it. I am not aware of any decree passed in whose favor, whatever it is. I am a stranger. I am the owner of the property. I am possessing it. Then when the Amin came, I obstructed. I said that you report the matter before court. And when it is reported, what is that the person, what is that you can do? You have to get possession. You can make an application under Rule 97. That is a right royal way. If you make an application under Rule 97, I will get notice. I can put forward my argument. All the questions under Rule 101 will be decided. And an adjudication will be made. If I am able to prove that I am the title holder, your application for removal of obstruction will be dismissed. I succeed. Instead, what do? Obstruction is reported by the Amin, you keep quiet. After a few days, 30 days is over for making the application. You file an application for issuing a fresh warrant. Fresh warrant. Court issues it without noticing. Then delivery is effected on a day when I am not there, knowing full well that I will not be there available in the place. On that day, deliver it. Where shall I go? I lose my possession. Then I can approach the court. I can get it adjudicated. But after losing possession, Instead, once I resist, I come to know that some third party, that yourself has obtained a decree or you are an auction purchaser who has to get delivery. You are aiming at a property over which I have made the claim. I am the real title holder according to me. Amin goes back. He makes a report. Why can't I approach that executing court and invite the court to decide all these questions, even before delivery? The Kerala High Court was of the view that it cannot be done, and it was termed by the Kerala High Court that it is anticipatory obstruction. It cannot be resorted to. You have to wait till you are dispossessed. Make an application under Rule 99. A series of decisions. But all these decisions are not good law in view of the subsequent Supreme Court decisions. And that is made clear in a detailed judgment of the Kerala High Court itself, that all the decisions hitherto made by the Kerala High Court do not represent the good law in view of the subsequent Supreme Court judgments. It is said so in 2006 1 KLT 265. Padmaja versus Sajeev. In some of the decisions it is said Eratil Padmaja. ERATTIL. In some journals it is Padmaja versus Sajeev. 2006 1 KLT 265. Read carefully that decision. Then so that you will get the whole development of law on that point. What was the view of the Kerala High Court? What was the position before 1976? What is the present position? What was the change brought out? And what was the view taken by the Kerala High Court with respect to anticipatory obstruction petition? And what did the Supreme Court say on that aspect? All these decisions up to 2006 are referred to in Padmaja versus Sajeev, so that you need not go to all the other decisions of Supreme Court and High Court on that point. By reading Padmaja versus Sajeev, you will get a complete picture of it. We will deal with the decisions, some of the important decisions of Supreme Court in the next episode. We will meet again. Thank you.